Hello, adventurer. It's good to see you. You have made it to the morning grind.
Welcome, welcome.
It's the live stream at the beginning of the Geekverse, where we talk about all types of topics in geekdom, gaming, and fantasy, with an emphasis on being constructive and creating the things that we want to exist in the world.
It's all on the grind, Sizemore. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
That's exactly right. There are a lot of adventures to be had today. Dungeons to explore and monsters to slay, and who knows what a random encounter might send our way. That's why we have to prepare, so settle in now for the morning grind with your favorite beverage in hand.
Tea? Or maybe something a little stronger. I've got a few bottles of the old Wynyard left.
Whatever you want. Pull up a chair.
Dude.
If you're feeling fancy, how about a cappuccino? Or a frappuccino? Or how about an espresso?
Just tea, thank you.
Sounds good to me, Gandalf. Whatever you want. I'm just glad you're here.
Everyone is welcome. You can just watch if you want. You don't have to worship anything you don't want to worship.
Thank you, Mike. But be forewarned.
Sometimes we get really strange characters around here.
Wait, what's that you say? Why can't you come and be a part of the stream?
My wife would disown me.
Oh no, I bet she'll be fine with it. Come on in.
Am I scared for my safety? No.
What are we supposed to do?
Everybody do the secret handshake.
Secret cultist handshake.
Oh, now do wizards who love each other.
This, my friend, is a science.
I still don't have gifts, but it's fine.
It's all on the grind, son. Can't be too fine, can't be too coarse.
Dude, this would be a sick place to bring the band.
Indeed it would be, Dave. It really would. I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, look, here's someone new.
Is this the cultist meetup?
Yes it is.
Come to hang out? Please accept me. I have nothing else.
Okay, we accept you. Everyone's welcome here.
Brought some snacks.
Well, that makes things even better.
You want some coffee? I don't drink coffee. You sure?
It's cultist coffee.
What makes it cultist coffee?
I'm a cultist and I'm drinking it.
Oh. Then I'll have some.
What exactly is going on here?
I'm seeing more people coming in. Welcome. It's so great to have you. Oh, and look, here comes another stranger.
Can we help you?
Yes, fellow cultists. I could really use some food.
Oh yeah? Welcome. We have donuts.
Oh, it's me. I'm glad I'm here. I'm sure you have a few questions for me, though.
What's your name? Who do you work for? What god do you worship?
Great questions, Rob.
I'm Steve King, and I worship Nyarlathotep.
No, not really. I'm just Heath, and I won't be worshiping anything this morning. But I will be your host. Welcome to the office. We're going to have a great time. I've got my coffee ready, because now it's time for the morning grind.
If you could become a fish, that would be amazing. Then I could command you with my mental fish powers.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am so glad to see you. This is a very special stream because it has been 30 days since I had the idea of the morning grind and got started, and I committed. So, you know what? I'm going to try to do the show and be live every morning, at 9:30. I was a few minutes late today, working on some things, but every day here on the show, and it has been so great. And I'm so thankful for all of you who are here. I'm seeing everybody in the chat. Inner Light is here. Inner Light has been one of our mainstay viewers, and of course, it's interactive. It's not just viewing. Courtney, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Sauce in the Discord channel, one of the moderators. Courtney stepped up to help us out. There was a disaster. There was a meltdown in the Discord a few months ago that I didn't realize. We used it for the ritual playtesting. Now we're using it for so much more. And I want to do even more with that. But there was some spam and stuff like that I wasn't even aware of. I should have been, but I wasn't. But thank you, Courtney, for stepping up for that. Stray, good to see you. Good morning. BGD, good morning. Good. I think you're very welcome. Thank you very much for being here. So All right. So we're not doing a read through or a book or something like that today. I want to report on what's happened as the result of, this is one of those, it's almost like one of those YouTube things where it's like, I streamed for 30 days. Here's what happened, right? So we're going to do that. I've got something that I think is really going to be able to help people out in the Geekverse this Christmas. We talked about being in the Christmas spirit. I want to get in the Christmas spirit, so we're going to be starting with that. So we're starting with that today. So we'll talk about that on the show here. So first, though, we breathe. I'm excited. You can tell. So we're going to breathe in deeply, and then exhale completely. We'll do that twice. And then we take a sip, whatever your favorite beverage is. I have Cultist coffee this morning. Two sips this morning. Okay, so we're gonna go to the morning messages because one of the things that's happened is I haven't got the sponsor loaded yet, but we might even have a sponsor and stuff coming up. But right now we're just talking about what's going on here. So here are the morning messages. Let's go to that. Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, new episodes of The Cultists Season 2 are premiering. It's our comedy web show about modern-day Lovecraftian cultists just trying to worship Cthulhu in a world full of people who don't understand.
I attack the darkness. 40d10 psychic damage. My parents are out of the house today. I invited the guys over for a little D&D.
So do I get to cast spells?
Yes, you're a wizard.
I am?
That's my spot! Oh, yeah? Well, why don't you come over here and do something about it?
So I'm gonna take Steve out.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna cast Power Word Kill.
Kill, kill, kill! What happened?
First they start playing Monopoly, and then they move on to Dungeons and Dragons. The next thing you know, they're worshiping demons and drowning themselves in lakes.
Can't even cast a practice spell right.
I think you're just not high enough level to cast Power Word Kill.
I will not stop until Steve is destroyed. Edith, target, conditioner, saving throw.
There's a live after party after every show with me, Heath. I'm the creator, co-writer, and producer of the show. I also play Steve, and other members of the cast and crew. Catch those live or on replay. If you need to catch up on the Cultist show, both Season 1 and Season 2 are on my YouTube channel. Just go to the playlist. Each episode is about 5 to 7 minutes long. We've also developed a social deduction and miniature game based on the Cultist that we want to launch on GameFound. Check this out. Ready for a Cthulhu Cultist party game of spellcasting and betrayal? Welcome to Ritual.
This is just our gaming group.
Indeed, but your gaming group is all you need to delve into the madness-inducing rituals necessary to summon Cthulhu. Click the link below to visit the GameFound page, follow the project, and learn more.
Dude, this is hardcore.
Ritual is a game of incantation, social deduction, and dreadful fun. To win, your band of loyal cultists must successfully complete 5 magical rituals. But watch out. Your cult has been secretly infiltrated by the sinister agents of the Yellow King.
You think the cult of the Yellow King is here?
If they can foul up 3 of your rights, then they win.
You've not been further compromised by the Yellow King, have you?
Check out the GameFound page for more about the game and for a brief rundown on how to play. GameFound is a great new platform for crowdfunding board games, and we are proud to make it Ritual's home base. When you follow the game on GameFound, you can get updates about the game's development before the project goes live. And you'll get a free Rob, High Priest of Dagon miniature in battle pose if you decide to back the game when the campaign goes live. There is even an opportunity to get an advanced copy of the rules and participate in the playtest for rules review. We'd like everyone who's a fan of the Cultists to be involved.
Any cult leader would be proud to have you as their disciple.
So if you're a fan of Elder Gods and crazy fun, come and join us for Ritual. Click the link below to follow the game on GameFound today. You can get all of the links you need in the chat or in the description below. The Morning Grind is brought to you by Ravenkeep. That's the company that I set up to publish the things that we are making here on the show. Check out ravenkeep.net. You'll find merchandise from the Cultists, such as mugs and coffee, as well as board games, the Goodnight Sword ebook, and the Terra Tiles pre-order. Terra tiles are the terrain system that my brother and I developed that I'm currently re-releasing. Terra tiles are the easiest way to get great looking terrain on your table. They are bright and colorful and ready to play right out of the box. There's nothing to print, paint, or assemble, and Terra tiles are large, thick, and durable, being 9 inches from point to point. That's large enough to make setting them up quick and easy, while also being the perfect size to create really varied and organic looking terrain setups for your table. This reprint is being produced in very limited numbers, so if you want one, you need to put in a pre-order so a box will get your name put on it. The Morning Grind is also brought to you by, well, no one else right now, but wouldn't it be cool if in the future there was somebody else who wanted to sponsor the show and keep us streaming? I think it would be pretty cool. We'll just see how it goes. Stay tuned and watch this space, I suppose. But alright, that's what you need to know right now. Let's get into it. So, Inner Light says, need to recommending a title change on the morning messages. Okay, can do. I will look at that the next time the morning messages are updated, which probably going to be soon. Go ahead and bring someone in here who wants to actually sponsor the show, which would be amazing. So, all right, this has been 30 days of streaming, and you know what happened as a result of that. Wait a minute, I thought I turned off this heater. Just 1 second. I think I just turned on the fan, turned it down to fan. So this has been 30 days of streaming, and what has happened as a result of that? If you've been following the stream, you know that I was in the absolute, well, I would probably consider it the worst part of life. There have been, you think of a few different places where life has been pretty bad, but like this has been 30 days. So for about 7 months, about 6 months till the start of the streaming idea, my productivity was at basically an all-time low. I couldn't do anything. And I don't like being that way because I'm supposed to be the productive person. I like being, I like doing work. I like getting things done. I like making things happen. But, I had so many projects that we'd worked on last year, developing things like the action figures, the board games, the plush toys, all of that didn't actually get pushed out, to the world. There's a whole bunch of development that went on. We were shooting shows, didn't move fast enough, and then sort of the team had to scatter at the end of, last year. And then I was like, well, all right. Now for a moment there was like, all right, well, there was a lot of administration on my part that got lifted off of my head, off of my shoulders. And so that was good for a time because I needed to catch up on a bunch of things. But then other projects didn't materialize from there. And then I slid into severe depression. And I didn't even know that's what it was. Right. And I do now. Because, if you'd asked me, I had previously associated like being depressed with being sad. Right. So I wasn't sad. If you asked me, are you sad? I was like, well, I'm not exactly sad. That's it. But I didn't realize like that accounted for my complete lack of productivity and doing anything for almost anything for about 6 months. I couldn't get anything done. And so now I know what that's like. And I was listening. I only figured out that's what it was because I was listening to other people on YouTube talking about different things they were going through, and some of the things sounded like what was happening to me. And then they were like, it's depression. And I went, wait a minute. I think that might be my issue. I think that's what's happening over here. And then, and why I just sit and, stare at a wall for 8 hours or something like that. It was terrible. And so I was trying to figure out, how do I do more, getting the shows done and things like that. And I was like, I got to go, like, maybe I should just go get another job. Right. And I was like, maybe the time has come for that. And I was excited about that. And, but then I was thinking, now, wait a minute, what is it that I'm really excited about regarding that? And I was like, well, I need the anchor points, right? Because that's what we've added here. We're going to put the structure that we've come up with at the end of this show. If you are new here, like what's actually going on and how the morning grind fits into the day and all of that, because that just also evolved over these 30 days. But I was like, you know what? Let me try this again, because I had no idea. People live streaming every day, people doing shows every day. I had no idea. I thought for years about, what type of show can I produce? What type of live stream can I produce that I could do every day? Like, if that's what it takes, then what could I? And I had no idea. I had no idea. But when I was thinking, well, I need an morning anchor point. So I think it was the Fast RPG that was sent to me because of the Kickstarter. And I was like, you know what? I think I'll just talk about this one. And so I think I posted on the Kickstarter page and said, hey, I'm going to be live tomorrow, that evening. I'm going to be live tomorrow morning at 9:30, and I'm going to be talking about this RPG. And so then I committed. I was committed publicly. I messaged the creator as well, committed publicly to that, and said, I'm going to be live talking about your RPG tomorrow. And that was the very first live stream at 9:30 that morning. So I got up. It wasn't all that early, but I got up and I was like, all right, I got to do this live stream. And it was great. Like, I was prepared, mentally prepared to do it, to do the live stream and have no one there. But I think I've talked about before that I think there were 2 people who were there on the live stream with me. And I was prepared to be there all by myself. But even the fact that there were 2 people there was just amazing. And that was enough to keep going. Now, one of my rules was that, okay, generally when you're talking about life and structure, is you've got to know what 1 try is and then commit to 2, and 3 is better. So if you're going to try something, my rule is know what 1 try is, commit to 2 tries, and 3 is better. What do I mean by commit to know what 1 try is? Like, so what does it mean to try doing a live show? Well, that can't be 1 live show, right? That's not actually a try. That's not trying to get a show off the ground, right? So that's why I said that 1 try at doing a show is going to be 30 days. 30 days of streaming, same time, 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to be doing a show live. 30 days of that is 1 try. So this is 30 days. This concludes 1 try. And it's so amazing to see how the show has developed, what we've done, what we have built as a community, everything that's happened as a result of that. And so here we are at the end of 1 try, and I'm committing to 2. So that means I got another 30 days because I like this. I've enjoyed this. I think it's been great. I think it's been helping people. I see that in the chat. The structure, the anchor points, being able to talk about the things that we want, putting this in the day. That's why I said, because I was always most happy with myself when I was structured, because the structure provides then the discipline provides the productivity to get things done. And so I was happy with that. And that's why I started to, I had the idea about talking about the geek stuff first, and then incorporated the anchor points and things like that into the day as we went. Inner Light says, yes, depression makes you not want to engage with the world. Sleep or stare for long periods of time, or watch videos, scroll through Reddit, whatever else. So I understand that now. And another thing regarding that point is that I've got a situation with a family member who I haven't spoken to in a while, but another family member has. And that's exactly that family member's problem, except for that family member is in the problem deeply and doesn't want help. And it's terrible. That person doesn't want help. I wanted to get out of whatever's wrong with me. I got to get out of this. So I found a way to get myself out of it. I've been trying, what do I need to do in order to get myself out of this problem? Because I wanted to. Now, if you don't actually, want help, I don't know what to do. But I know I called my situation severe, but great. But that situation is extreme. And so I saw what will happen to me if I don't get myself out of it. Because what the other family member was describing, the situation of that family member, I was like, oh my God. Once I had made the connection to depression, I was like, that person is in extreme depression. And that's where I'm going to go. Like, talking about the state of the house and the, not doing anything, and weight gain and health deteriorating and all that. I'm like, that's exactly what will happen to me if I don't pull myself out of the situation that I'm in, right? And so that's so important. So there are other things to talk about there. I mean, so on that subject, we should talk about that here. I'm thinking about on the Discord channel, Discord server, on the better living. Like, what if somebody else needs help out there? that's part of the Ravenkeep community and is on the Discord server and needs help and needs to reach out to somebody, because I want the Ravenkeep Discord server. I mean, we can talk about things that Ravenkeep's putting out, but I also want it to be a place where, we talk about the development of the things that we're working on, the other RPGs, the whole community. And, what if you need help there? So I was thinking about, where was I putting this? That maybe there should be a channel for call for help, like under the Better Living. And so if you need help, like what if you could post anonymously there, like if somebody in the community needs help, and maybe you can do the anonymous posting or something like that by like contacting administrator or one of the moderators and saying, listen, I've got this problem. I wonder if somebody out there has a solution to it. So then the moderator could go post in the call to action. That way you can, you get connected with somebody. The call to, not call to action, but like a call for aid or something like that. Then the moderator could say, hey, we've got a community member here who has a problem, like this particular problem. They need some help. Does anyone have a solution or a way to solve this problem, or willing to talk to this person about it? And then if somebody chimes in and says, yes, I actually know about that, or I've had that problem, I know how to get out of it, or whatever, then the moderator could connect those two individuals. Is that a good idea? Would that be a good way to do it? I think it would, because, there may be people out there who need help. And so we want to be able to get them that as part of the community. Because, maybe we can pull other people out of problems as well. So in 30 days, I've lost 8 pounds, just through eating better and then going on the afternoon adventure. 8 pounds lighter than when I started 30 days ago, which is great. I still got weight to lose, but man, I feel so much better. So got out there, lost the weight, and I'm going to keep going with that. So keep that, that can be something that everybody here in the community is doing too. Some people need to gain weight. Some people need to lose weight. Probably more people need to lose weight, but there are people out there, we're talking about that last night, even friends of mine who need to gain weight. So if you're not happy with your body, you need to gain weight, you need to lose weight, whatever, providing structure, let's support each other and get there as well. In the 30 days, we developed a second show, right? The wind down. Of course, I realized about 8 or 9 days into the morning grind that if we incorporate the holding ourselves accountable, I need to hold myself accountable, right? And so if we commit to what we're doing during the day, I needed some place to self-report, and that became the wind down, right? So a whole second show got developed. I wasn't even planning on live streaming 2 shows. I was just trying to do 1 show, and then 1 show became 2 shows. So that is incredible. And it's interesting to see how the wind down has evolved as well. The wind down has become something really cool for some really great discussions. I originally was thinking that the wind down would just be something that we kind of report in, check in, hold ourselves accountable, and then probably even delete the live stream afterwards, because it's just kind of for checking in. But we've had some really great discussions on the wind down, a very interactive kind of show. And I have loved that. So, it's been one of the other philosophies that is like, start before you're ready. And because, if I said, I can't do a live show until I'm really ready. I mean, I didn't have, the lighting. I didn't have the structure of the show. I was overweight. I needed more energy. But what I need to do is just start and then look at what this has become over 30 days. So ideas are flowing now. Ideas and paths forward and things like that are flowing now. And that is so great. I've been everything flowing through, ideas flowing through my head about the ways to get things done, because I guess that's the producer side of things. I want to do more stuff faster. I got to get more stuff done faster. And traditionally, over the past couple of years, things have been slow to develop. Now, things are just slow to develop. Like these action figures, I think the prototypes shipped. I think I got a tracking number, and I bet it's the action figure prototypes from the manufacturer. But that takes 18 months to even get to this point. So sometimes things do take a long time. But on the other hand, there's got to be some way to do things that are do more stuff faster, and ideas for different shows to get the team back together. Brianna needs more practice directing. We got to write more stuff. She wants to be a director. She's like the writer director, and my idea is the more writer producer. We got to do more shows. So walking around, quality of thought when on the afternoon adventure, not only losing weight, but having ideas, always typing different ideas. So this has been fantastic. And the interactivity and you guys being here in the morning and in the evening it has changed my life. It has completely changed my life. This is a 180-degree difference between what I was like 30 days ago and now. And of course, this is the real me. I like being active, productive, and in action. I tried this before, because I've been trying to figure out something about, putting out videos on YouTube and things like that for a while. And years ago, I heard this guy talking about, I just started posting a YouTube video every day and everything got so much better. And, I was like, all right, I'm going to post a YouTube video every day. And this was years ago. This is when I was still living in an unfinished tiny house. And I was living with my grandparents, and they were in the country, and they did not have great internet at that time. I couldn't even upload video at that time. So I was like, all right, I think I was even going live at that time. That was when Periscope was around. And I was like, all right, every day I'm going to shoot a video about what's going on here in the tiny house and trying to build it. And then what's going on doing the Elder Dice and making what's going on with Infinite Black. And then I would shoot it, and then I would edit it. And then I would get in my car and drive for 30 minutes and to a Starbucks where I could upload the video, and then I would sit outside and open up Periscope while I drank my coffee after that was uploaded, and talk about stuff live on Periscope. I did not work then. So I stopped that. But this time, well, this is a different world, different experience here. So Trey says, let's see what Trey says. We humans are silly the way we learn far more from our failures than successes, but failures are just opportunities to learn and grow. Failure can be a great thing to learn from. If you're going to fail, might as well learn from it and keep going. So, but yeah, learn from success too. Learn from other people's success and learn from other people's failures. So check that out. Make that happen. Another thing that's happened in 30 days, which I thought was really neat, is that somebody actually reached out to me on day 4 and said that they wanted to sponsor the show. And I wasn't quite ready for that yet, because I didn't have the structure of the show down. That's why I started putting the morning messages in place there. It's like, okay, we're going to need a place to put other people's stuff. And so they actually sent me an influencer package. I was like, oh, I got an influencer package from someone. So I got to integrate that into the morning messages. So in round 3 and try number 2, we may actually have a sponsor. We haven't even talked about, I have no idea how much that is. Probably, it's not going to be much, but that's fun, right? I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. So, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. This has been amazing. Life-changing. Now, here's what I want to do. We talked about getting in the Christmas spirit. Now, it can be Christmas, it can be Hanukkah, it can be whatever you got. I'm down here in the South, so here in the South of the United States. So we predominantly have Christmas. I traditionally celebrate Christmas, so I'm going to say Christmas, but whatever you got, just go with that. We're just talking about the Christmas spirit here. So what I was doing, I was trying to get the house cleaned up, and I am still deep in the process of doing that. But I was finding different things that I've got around here that I don't need anymore, or that I just don't need in general. And so I was thinking, I was putting all of the things together on the table, and I was like, well, I can take these to like Toys for Tots or something like that and drop them off. But I had a better idea about helping people here in the community here that tell me if you think this is a good idea. I think it is. So I've got some items here that need to go out that I don't need anymore, that I would like to get out to people who are in need. And my idea was, well, yeah, I could give it to Toys for Tots or whatever, but there might be people also here who need Christmas gifts to give to other people. Because I know sometimes Christmas can be a stressful time, especially if you don't have the money you don't have and you're trying to buy gifts and things like that, and you've got gifts that you want to give to people. You've got people you want to buy gifts for, particularly if it's like a niece or a nephew, or I mean, it could be a son or a daughter. But there might be people out there who Christmas or other holiday, whatever you got, is stressing them out because they got to buy gifts and they don't have money. So I want to try to fix that if I can. So rather than just giving it to Toys for Tots, I want to send these to you if you need help, and you need help for shopping for Christmas. Let me help you shop for Christmas then. I will put this out. This is going to be just an entire, this is going to be an honors thing. BGD says, you're good at what you're doing, and what you're doing here is good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So much. I want this to be a really positive place for everybody and help us all get to where we want to go. So what I did, so here's what I've got. Let me bring this up on stream. I've got more stuff, but I was trying to get everything ready this morning. And so there'll be more stuff going on. But for instance, here is the table of stuff that needs to find a good home. Don't need the audio. So action figures, the Age of Empires thing. I've got those are some play mats, some card holders, and other action figures right there. Here, I'll go through that again. This was just real quick. I'm going to put something else about it. And there's more stuff to put over there. So this stuff needs to find a good home. And so if there is somebody out there who needs Christmas gifts and needs Christmas gifts in the Geekverse, then let me know. And then I will ship it to you free. And then it can be from you, right? It can be from you. This is just your Christmas gift to give to somebody if you are stressed out because you want to give Christmas gifts or other holiday gifts, whatever, and you don't have the money. So this is going to be the honor system kind of thing here. So if you're trying to run a scam or something like that, that's on you. If you don't get this for yourself. So if you need it, or you know someone who needs it, then let me help. So here's what I've got. I've got these links. We need to try these out. So I was just putting these links. I'm going to put this link in here. The giveaway form. See if this works. I'm going to put the giveaway form link in the chat. So that way, see if that works. It should ask you, what your name is. There should be a link at the top. I'm going to make it a little bit prettier here today. I'm going to work on this today. But I wanted to make sure I had the links ready before I went live on this stream. So go check out that form, will you please? And make sure that it opens. It should ask you for your name. It should ask you for your shipping address. And it should ask you for your email and what item that you need or want. I think that's all that I need. Right. Yes. If you will please click on it to test it. Like, does that actually go to the form? Yes, please. If somebody would test the form, at least to make sure that link works, it should be asking you for your email, your email, name, address, and item, right? And then I've got over here, and I got to finish filling this out, but also, and you can even enter something in and say, this is a test, this is a test. This is just testing it out. So there's also a link here to an item spreadsheet. Click that and see if you can access it, because that should be the link, if you get to the form or whatever. But also if you go to that link, that's where I was starting to inventory items that I've got that I can give away. So I've also got, I also put on there, I'll give away a couple of War of Kings. That's the board game that I published. I still have a few of those left. I still have a few Enchantress left. So I put those on there. Maybe you need something, you need a Christmas gift, but it's not quite so toy or game or action figure oriented. I put on there that I'll give away the Cultist coffee and mug set. So there's both of those, and also Witch's Brew. I put that over there. So after this stream, I'm going to work on that inventory. I also got to make sure that everything on that video is on that spreadsheet. So check that out. Let me know if it's working here in the chat and stuff like that, that you can actually access those things. And so if you need something, like I said, let me help you out. I can only ship to the US, but that's what we'll do there. And only put down here. Here's the link to the Discord. If you are not in the Discord, we'll put the 7-day Discord. I got a 7-day Discord invite link right here. Andrew says, what? So if you have found us and you want to be a part of the community and you want to be part of the Discord, I just put the Discord server link in there. So Andrew says, it takes me to the forum. It auto fills out the email attached to my Google. I filled out a test. The link to your list also worked. Very nice of you to do this. Excellent. Thank you so much for helping check that. So that's good. So we can go out there. Let's find people in need who, I say, my idea was that helps out 2 people. Might get somebody a Christmas gift who really needs it and also help out with Christmas shopping. So, let's see, what else? That's basically what I had here, right? Christmas giveaway. Oh, that was basically my report. So, like I said, I'm so glad that everybody has been here and made this into what it is. I think we've got something going here, and well, I think, and I really appreciate it. It's helped me, and I hope it's helped you. I'll probably put out a video, a dedicated video about the giveaway here as well. I've been trying to figure out how to put out more videos, like, because I like having a 2:30 just video, and some of those are going to be clips from the things that have come out on the live stream because we've had such great discussions. So I've been trying to figure out how to make all those clips happen, because there may be people who you can't watch the entire live stream, and I understand that, but access some smaller part of the conversations that we've had. Merry Christmas, Andrew. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. I'm going to get the place set up for Christmas. Got to get to the store in order to do that, but I want to get the stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yep, you're right. It is. Thank you, BGD. The invite to the Discord was actually accidentally copied over from the giveaway form again. Thank you. See, catching me right there. Let me say invite again. It's supposed to be this link right here. Yes, that does make more sense because it says Discord. Let me drop that in the chat. So if you are here, that link is good for 7 days. So if you find that, if you find this video and you want to be part of what we're doing, that is now in the chat. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to doing more there as well. And I've got another project to do for the community, but I'm trying to get, I got all these other things going on. I still got to work on the online play testing, and I've got another online thing for us to do that's really cool, but it's just only so much time in the day. Only so much time in the day. All right. If you, I'm going to play the video about the structure for the day that has come up. This is our, what has developed over the past 30 days. What has happened here, because like I said, we just started off by talking about RPGs, but I needed all these different anchor points in my day to restructure my day and get things happening. And so this is what has happened and the productivity philosophy that we've developed here over the past 30 days. So here's what that is. And I'm going to put this out as a separate video as well. But here is our day structure.
What exactly is going on here?
So here's what we're doing. My purpose here is to add anchor points and structure to my day in order to be more productive, get done what I want to get done, and also have a lot more fun. I would love it if you would like to come along for the journey. It would be great to have you. We can all get where we want to go and have a lot more fun too. So here's how I'm doing it. So the day begins with the morning call to adventure. The call to adventure is getting up at the time you want to get up and starting to work on whatever it is that you want to get done. For me, that's getting up at 4:45 and being at my desk by 5 o'clock. To hold myself accountable, I'm posting pictures of my watch on Twitter and in the Call to Adventure section of the Ravenkeep Discord. If you need a morning anchor point as well, you can heed the Call to Adventure with me. You choose your time to start and your activity. If you're successful, shout it out. Tag me on Twitter when you're up, or you can post it in the Discord channel. The second major anchor point of the day is the Morning Grind live stream. The purpose of the Morning Grind is to be a positive and constructive part of the day. For me, personally, hopefully, I'm rewarding myself for getting up in the morning, heeding the call to adventure, getting work done, and now I get to talk about some of my favorite stuff in the Geekverse here with you. It's an anchor point because the morning work has to be done by the time that show goes live. But not only do we geek out on the morning grind, but we also want to take a few minutes to plan how we want the rest of our day to go by identifying what big rocks we need to move. If you want to move big rocks with me, hang with me for the last few minutes of the Morning Grind live stream. The third anchor point of the day is the afternoon adventure. This is where we break from moving big rocks, get outside and do something interesting. For me, right now, I'm trying to do a 3-mile hike each day with a full adventurer's backpack on, loaded out with gear, because I want to be able to do at least some of the things that my D&D characters can do, right? So if you have great ideas for afternoon adventures, or if you're on one yourself, you can post about it in the Discord channel. We'll all talk about it and celebrate. After that, if I haven't finished moving my rocks, then I start moving rocks again, or it's time to be creative or do something else entirely until the fourth anchor point of the day, and that is the wind down live stream. That's the place to chill out, relax, hang out, celebrate the day's successes, talk about how to improve tomorrow, and yeah, of course, we can chat about whatever is going on in the Geekverse there as well. It's a great time. After the wind down, it's time for sleep, and quality sleep is so important because then we got to get up and we got to do it all again tomorrow. So those are the anchor points that I've established for my day in order to be more productive, because I've got games to make, worlds to build, stories to write, and shows to shoot. So that's how I'm working to get it done. Of course, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You do what works for you. You do what gets you where you want to go, and also what accomplishes what you're trying to accomplish. But if these anchor points keep you on track during the day, moving in the direction that you want to move and having a great day, then I would love to have you. And also, you can just take the parts that you need to help out your day, add your own anchor points as needed. Do what works for you. Let's make life work for all of us and live more by putting more life into each day.
You can just watch if you want.
Yep, you can do that too. This is all an experiment. I don't know how long it's going to last. Probably either I will be successful, productive, get a lot of the things that I want to get done, and feel great and be happy, or I'll explode. I don't know. But either way, I hope it makes good YouTube. We'll see. So that's what's developed over the past 30 days. That's what's happened here. And it's fun to have everybody with me, taking whatever part of this is working for you or whatever you need. So that's where we are after 30 days. And like I said, 30 days was just the initial experiment. This was the first try, right? So who knows how we're going to evolve over the next 30 days, because that'll be try number 2. So we were kind of out of alpha. The first 30 days was the alpha. The next 30 days, I guess, will be the beta test of all the live streams and see what's going on there. So, you know, who knows? Like I said, things I'm sure will change between now and the end of the next 30 days. But, you know, it's if you are spiraling downward, nothing was going right during that 6 months. I tried to get things happening, like talking to, people about the stories that I was writing, stuff like that. And those need work. I mean, which is, things need work, no problem. But, everything from the projects to the action figures going wrong, having to move to potentially another manufacturer, or trying to, everything just going wrong. So when when things start going wrong, you start spiraling downward, So when things are going right, you can start spiraling upward. So we want to be sure that if you are out there and you are in a downward spiral or things are not going right, I want this to be a place that can start getting you spiraling upward again. Let's do that. Oh my God, Stray. Thank you, Stray. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your being here. I really appreciate you being here every day. You're a part of that. What makes me get up in the morning, right? I know that there are people who are looking for the morning grind and want also on the wind down. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Andrew says, I hope you don't explode. Well, me too. But we're going to see. So we're going to try another 30-day round. We're going to see what happens. Again, thank you so much, Stray. I really appreciate it. I will use that to ship some of the items, that people request and need. So thank you. All right. Well, like I said, this is kind of a different kind of show today. I know I started a little bit late, but might wrap up a little bit early here as well, because then I'm going to work on that inventory and get those things done so that we can get people what they need. But we got to plan our big rocks, right? So here is, if you're new here, this is also the way we end. We try to plan our big rocks we got to do today. And so we can hold ourselves accountable, hopefully have a fantastic day by the time the wind down occurs. So here is what, if you need a productivity method, if you need something to help you out, here is the index card productivity method that we are using here on the show.
Well, I manage my department, and I've been doing that for several years now.
Your department's just you, right?
Yes, Jim, but I am not easy to manage.
If you would like to join in on being more productive with me and everyone else here on the stream, but are in need of a system to help you out, here's an easy system that you can adopt and that I recommend. Grab a sheet of paper. I find that an index card folded in half is the perfect size for this. But if you don't have an index card, no problem. Any scratch piece of paper will work just fine. Just grab it and a pen or pencil. Think for a moment and come up with the 3 things that if you were to accomplish them today, you would know and feel that it was a great day. I bet you can take a breath right now and think for just a moment, and you will know what those 3 things are. We're going to call these 3 items our big rocks. Our objective is to move these big rocks during the day. Now, don't make the rocks too big, because then you can't move them. Rocks that are too big to move in about a third of a day, we call those huge rocks. Moving the huge rocks is our major multi-day goals in life. But in order to move them, we have to break up the huge rocks into big rocks that we can actually pick up and move around. But we don't want these rocks to be too small, because although small rocks are easy to move, we don't feel sufficient accomplishment when we move them. Moving the big rocks makes us feel accomplished because they advance us toward our objectives in significant ways. You decide what size tasks are small, big, and huge rocks for you. If you get all 3 of these tasks done, then go ahead and add a 4th or a 5th big rock. But don't do that unless you've finished your big 3. You want to look at your list at the end of the day and feel success and accomplishment. You can use your phone for this if you want to, but I think a sheet of paper is better because then you don't have to pick up your phone to check your list of big rocks and potentially get sucked into all the distraction on your phone. The phone will also let you put 20 or 30 things on the list, no problem. Half an index card will keep this tight and focused. I know there are dozens of things on my to-do list on my computer, and that's too much. This method allows me to extract what I really need to do during the day and focus on that. If you're already using a productivity method that you like, no problem, use that. Do what works for you. Now let's write down our big rocks and try to get them done between now and the wind down live stream in the evening. That's where we check in, see how we did, celebrate success, and see how we can improve tomorrow. If you need encouragement during the day, look to the Raven Keep Discord server. It's a great and constructive community. Let's take over the Geekverse. All right, so let me bring up, go auxiliary camera. Here we go. All right. So what is going on here? I got my half an index card. I got to work on my big rocks. I'm still trying to get my big rock format down just right because you got to make sure these things are accomplished. And there's a lot of things that are going on because of the establishment of this live stream. I'm still trying to work out. And sometimes I found there are things you got to do, but you don't know exactly how long they're going to take. So I've been trying to deal with how do you handle tasks that are big rocks that you don't know how to take care of, but like how long they're going to take. But for one thing I got to do, I've got to get the Christmas giveaway inventoried and the links out and put some other items on there and stuff like that. So Christmas giveaway inventory and links. And then also some type of video explaining exactly what that is. Because that may be something that I need to include in the morning. I want the morning messages. I don't want to be more than about 4 minutes long. So that's what that block of time is right now. But morning messages probably needs to be updated because we may have a sponsor coming in and then also want to talk about the Christmas giveaway. So I need to, that's probably 2 things. Get the Christmas inventory links going on, but then also Xmas video. I'm trying to talk and write. But Christmas video, giveaway video. Need to do that. Still working on YouTube scheduling. I want to get 10 of the 2:30 p.m. videos scheduled. There is one today. I forget what it is, but there's some kind of video scheduled for today. My process for getting that done is just not right yet. That's why it's taking so long. Once I get the process down, then we'll be firing on all thrusters there. Well, that's already 3. But I've also been working. I got to work on making more clips for about some of the things we have talked about. So, but if I could do those things, then that would be a good day. So I hope you have your big rocks as well. And yeah, right. Yep. I know. I saw. Yep. I will look at it again when I update the morning messages. Absolutely. All right. So that's what's going on. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to seeing you tonight for the wind down. Have a great day. Let's take over the Geekverse.